Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, as you all know that we are reading chapter 3 Journey to the End of the Earth by Dishani Doshi in your supplementary reader book Vistas. As of now, in this lesson we have read that the author Tisani Doshi shares her experience of visiting Antarctica. She tells us that she joins academic Shokalevsky vessel, research vessel, Russian research vessel, academic Shokalevsky to visit there. It takes her 100 hours to reach there in combination of plane, car and ship. After reaching there, she saw a very attractive scene. She shares with us. She tells us that how she saw the uninterrupted blue horizon, how the landscape was very attractive. Everywhere only snow was there. Later, she tells us how we human beings are responsible for the condition of the earth, as earth is too hot if we compare it to Antarctica. So earlier she tells us that other part of the earth is too hot if we compare it to Antarctica. Earlier this the other part of earth was also as cold as Antarctica. Further, she tells us about the subcontinent Gondwana, how earlier it was the whole part of the earth. Uh, uh, it was combined in one, and it was known as the subcontinent Gondwana. Later is separated and formation of the countries took place. When dinosaurs started disappearing, then mammals started appearing. When mammals were underway, then dinosaurs they were wiping out. So later she tells us that about students on ice program. So let us know what is a students on ice program, about which the author discusses here. So everyone please open your book at page number 21 and let us begin. Page number 21. Okay. So first paragraph of students on ice program we read in the last video. Now second paragraph of it. The reason the program has been so successful is because it's impossible to go anywhere near the South Pole and not be affected by it. So the reason the program has been so successful is because it's impossible to go anywhere near the South Pole and not be affected by it. So what is the reason for organizing this program, students on ice, for the students of high school? The author tells us that the reason of the program has been so successful because it's impossible to go anywhere near the South Pole and not be affected by it. So without this program, this program helps the students to visit South Pole. Without the help of this program, no one can visit, as this program provides all the necessary equipments, all the necessary things, all the necessary support by which one can visit South Pole. It's easy to be blaze about polar ice caps melting while sitting in the comfort zone of our respective latitude and longitude. Further, she tells us that it is easy to be blaze. It is easy to be unconcerned. Further, she says that it is easy to be blaze means unconcerned. Blaze means unconcerned. It is easy to be blaze your polar ice caps melting while sitting in the comfort zone of your respective latitude and longitude. So here the author wants to say that if you are sitting other part of the earth, simply as latitude we all know the angular distance of a place north or south of the earth's equator of a celestial object, usually expressed degrees and minutes. As you know, in the beginning we have seen the author tells us that she started her journey from 13.9 degrees, and that one, that it is represented in that form. And longitude, the same is for east or west. The uh, latitude, it is for north and south, while the longitude, it is for east and west. So if you are sitting, simply she wants to say, if you are sitting other parts of the earth, so it's very easy for you to be unconcerned about the condition of the earth. But when you can visibly see glaciers, retreating of the global warming is very real. But if you come across the glaciers, then you will realize, you will come to know the global warming is very real. So here she tells us that if you haven't visited Antarctica, if you haven't visited South Pole, and you are sitting on any part of the earth, then it is very easy for us, to be unconcerned about the situation of the earth. But if you have visited South Pole, if you have visited Antarctica, then really you will come to know how global warming is impacting our earth, how it is damaging our earth. So as in the beginning she tells us that if you want to know the past, present and future of the earth, then you should visit Antarctica, you should visit South Pole. Visiting there, we will get to know how millions years ago how the Precambrian era has been mentioned in this lesson, how during Cambrian and Precambrian era, when the formation of the earth took place, how it looked like, and how it has changed today, how the global warming is increasing. So all these things only then you will get to know when you will visit South Pole, when you will visit Antarctica. Antarctica, because of her simple ecosystem and lack of biodiversity, is the perfect place to study how little changes in the environment can have big repercussions. Repercussions means result, consequences. Let me write here. Ecosystem, as we all know, variety of plant and animals life. Ecosystem, variety of plant and animal life, variety of plant and animal life in a region. Okay, so that is ecosystem, repercussions, repercussions means result or results or consequences. Results or consequences. Okay, repercussions means results or consequences. Okay. So Antarctica, because of her simple ecosystem and lack of biodiversity is the perfect place to study how little changes in the environment can have big repercussions. So see, she further tells us that Antarctica is the place. By visiting there you will get to know, because there is no variety of plant and animal life at Antarctica. She tells us because of her simple ecosystem, because there is no because Antarctica has a simple variety of plant and animal life. Okay, so it has simple ecosystem. Because of that, and lack of biodiversity, because at Antarctica there is simple ecosystem and it lacks diversity. Because of that, it is a perfect place to study how little changes in the environment can have big repercussions. Yes. So visiting Antarctica, you can study that, as Antarctica has very simple biodiversity as well as ecosystem. So that is why it would be very perfect place to visit and come to know how little changes in the environment can have big consequences. As we can see, it is happening on the other part of the earth, because of the cutting of trees, because of the evolution of gases, how the global warming is increasing. So it can be compared by visiting Antarctica. Antarctica is very cold since millions years ago. Until today it is very cold, because there is very simple ecosystem as well as biodiversity in and lack of biodiversity of Antarctica. So that is why it is so. But other part of the earth, we all know, we are well familiar to it, what is happening. Take the microscopic phytoplankton. Phytoplankton, a type of plant, a type of very tiny plant. So take the microscopic phytoplankton, those grasses of the sea that nourish and sustain the entire southern ocean's food chain. So here she gives us an example of phytoplankton, the microscopic phytoplankton plant. Grasses of these, all sea life get nourished by this tiny plant, by this microscopic phytoplankton. Those grasses of the sea that nourish and sustain the entire southern ocean's food chain. These single called plants use the sun's energy to assimilate carbon and synthesize organic compounds in the wondrous. So these tiny plants, they take sun's energy to assimilate. Assimilate means absorb. Assimilate, absorb, or take in. So these tiny phytoplankton, they take in the sun's energy and then convert this, synthesize it. Then synthesize means combine two or more items and make a new product. So they combine two or more items and make a new product, new compound. That is really wonderful. The tiny plants, phytoplankton, it takes the sun's energy and convert into the compounds, organic compounds. And the most important of, turn the next page, process is called photosynthesis. and this process is called photosynthesis. As we all are well aware that what is photosynthesis. You must have read about photosynthesis in your even in junior classes. Scientists warn that a further depletion in the ozone layer will affect the activities of phytoplankton. Scientists further they warns that if depletion means you all know removal, if depletion continues in the ozone layer, so it will affect the activities of phytoplankton, which in turn will affect the lives of all the marine animals and birds of the region, and which may affect, not may, which will in turn affect the lives of all marine animals and birds in the region because of human activities. Now these sea animals also will get disturbed, will start dying, because when the global warming will increase, then it will affect adversely to these sea animals. And the global carbon cycle. In the parable of the phytoplankton, parable means short narrative, parable. In the parable, in the short narrative of the phytoplankton, there is a great metaphor for existence. So the in the short narrative of phytoplankton, so it is the great example of living things which because of phytoplankton, the life of the survival of all sea animal is possible. It is because of that microscopic plant. So that is why it is the metaphor of life, metaphor of existence. Take care of the small things and big things will fall into place. That is why here the author says, if we take care of small things, then the big things will fall into place. As you have also read the poem Fire and Ice, it is Dust of Snow in class 10th, and you have seen how the small particle of the snow changes the narrator's mind from happiness, from sadness to happiness. So in our life many small things keep happening. So if we observe them, if we try to do those small things properly, then big things will happen smoothly. Mostly we ignore the small things which keep happening in our life, so that is why it causes the problem. So that's why she says that take care of the small things and the big things will fall into place. Now walk on the ocean. My Antarctic experience was full of such epiphanies. Epiphanies means discoveries. Epiphanies. Epiphanies means discoveries. So further she tells that my Antarctic experience was full of such epiphanies, full of such discoveries, but the most occurred just short of the Antarctic circle at 65.55 degrees south. But the best occurred just short of the Antarctic circle but she says that, but the best occurred, my best experience was of short was just short of the Antarctic Circle, which was situated 65.55 degrees south. The Sokolsky had managed to wedge herself into a thick white stretch of ice between the peninsula and Tadpole Island, which was preventing us from going any further. So the Sokolsky, the ship, the Russian research vessel, the Sokolsky had managed to wedge. Wedge means force into a narrow gap. Wedge. Let me write here. Wedge. Force into a narrow gap. Okay. So their Russian vessel ship managed to force into a narrow gap herself into a thick white stretch of ice between peninsula. Peninsula means a place of land almost surrounded by water. That is peninsula. Let me write here. Peninsula, a piece of land almost surrounded by water. Peninsula, a piece of land almost surrounded by water. A piece of land almost surrounded by water. So their ship, the Russian research vessel Sokolsky, had managed to to move into a narrow gap through a piece of land almost surrounded by water and Tadpole Island, which was preventing us from going any further. So it was preventing them from going further, but it managed to move through. The captain decided we were going to turn around and head back north, but before we did, we were all instructed to climb down the gangplank and walk on the ocean. So there were all 52 of us kitted out in Gore-Tex and glares, walking on a stark whiteness and seemed to spread out forever. So captain told them that they were going to move north, head back north. So before they did so, they were all instructed to climb down the gangplank. Gangplank, a board used as a temporary, footbridge. Okay, that is gangplank, a board used as a temporary footbridge. Gangplank, let me write here. I have to rub it. Okay, just let me write here now. Just writing the meaning. What it is here. Gangplank, a board used as a temporary footbridge. A board used as a temporary footbridge. A board used as a temporary footbridge. Okay, so that is gangplank. I will show you on your screen in the PPT. So they all wore, kitted out means wore. There were 52 were there, 52 members were there. They all wore in Gore-Tex and glares. Gore-Tex means a synthetic waterproof fabric. So they all wore, I will show you on your screen. They all wore the synthetic waterproof fabric, and they were walking on a stark whiteness that seemed to spread out forever. Underneath our feet was a meter thick ice pack. So when they were walking, they felt that under their feet there was 1 meter thick ice pack, and underneath that 180 meters of living breathing salt water, and under that ice pack there was 100 meters there were 100 meters of living breathing salt water. In the periphery, crab eater a variety of seals. In the periphery, crab eater seals were stretching and sunning themselves on ice floes, much like stray dogs will do under the shade of a banyan tree. So they saw that in the periphery they saw crab eater seals. They were stretching out and they were enjoying the sun. The sunning means they were enjoying the sun, enjoying in the sun themselves on the ice floes. Floes means mass of floating ice. Floes means mass of floating ice. So they were enjoying themselves on the mass of floating ice. So it was like a dog. It was like a dog takes rest under the banyan tree. It was nothing short of revelation. It was not a surprising fact. It was nothing short of revelation. So it was not a surprising fact. Everything does indeed connect. So everything you can. It was not surprising. So in the way seal was taking rest on the ice pack, in the same way we can see a dog resting under the banyan tree. So everything can be connected to our environment. 9 time zones, 6 checkpoints, 3 bodies of water, and many ecospheres later, I was still wondering about the beauty of balance in play of our planet. So still after visiting through 9 time zones, 6 checkpoints, 3 bodies of water, and many ecospheres, later still the narrator was wondering about the beauty of balance and play on our planet. How would it be if Antarctica were to become the warm place that is once used to be? She said, if Antarctica once again would become the warm place as it used to be earlier, then what would happen? Will we be around to see it, or would have gone the way of the dinosaurs, mammoths, and woolly rhinos? So she says that if it happens, then what will happen? Will we be around to see it? Will be alive to see it, or would we have gone the way, or we would also have disappear like dinosaurs, like mammoths, large animal like mammals, they also disappeared after dinosaurs were disappeared, or woolly rhinos, they also disappeared. So she says that if it will happen, so whether the human species also will get disappear, as these animals like dinosaurs, mammoths, and woolly rhinos disappeared. In the same way, will the human race also will get disappear? So will it be possible for us to witness when Antarctica will get hot? Who is to say? So no one can predict. But after spending 2 weeks with a bunch of teenagers who will have the idealism to save the world, all I can say is that a lot can happen in a million years, but what a difference a day makes. So she says that a lot happened in a million years, but a day, by visiting Antarctica, it has made a great difference for the narrator, for the author, and it was the matter of great happiness for us, great pride for her to be the part of Russian research visual with 52 high school students with 52 teenagers. Okay dear students, so it's all about this video. So now you will have to do the practice these question answers in your notebook. If any issue, you can let me know. In my next class, in my next video, I'll discuss answers to these questions. And also for more information, Students on Ice, visit studentsonic.com. You can visit this site to know more about Students on Ice program. So it's all about this video. See you tomorrow.